Yes.
Saturday and Sunday. You know, he works all week long too.
Yeah.
So
So I thought Carl Newton was like that.
Carl said he wouldn't do weekends, he'd only do Wednesdays. Then he did one Wednesday, and now he's going down to North Carolina. So we are closed on Wednesdays again. And I'm not gonna do this back and forth ziggy zag, we're done, we're closed on Wednesdays.
Carl should be back in another week, right?
no, he doesn't start PT until 1st of July.
So I got my
PT
poor
has to
husband.
clear. So just so you guys know, if you could just hit stop recording, and then I'll just.
Where is stop recording?
It's right on it. All you just need to do is tap right there.
Okay.
What is that Phillips you got here?
So
Turns
when
off the
you
stream. No, you're not streaming, but you are recording so that Melissa can transcribe the voice.
Oh, I was gonna take minutes, but okay.
You're gonna be busy doing something else.
I'll let you guys start yourself up.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, we're recording now, right?
Yes, so you can hit stop recording.
Where's the microphones?
You don't need them with this setup.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Hi, Melissa. I miss you.
Can we, can we get a
Thank you,
recording?
Bob.
No problem, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Are we it?
Yep.
No, we're
We
early.
have 10 minutes.
So as I was telling Mr. Rollins, the best way to start and begin and handle a road management ordinance is to rename and stop all subdivisions on Class 6 roads. We don't have to do anything because it's a street RSA. Plus, it's already in our subdivision regs. It says it's got everything
So-
for development.
Why have we approved subdivisions in Class 6 roads?
I don't know. I was totally against it. I didn't sign the damn thing when I was on the planning board when we were doing that. I don't know why we're doing
The
it.
reason we did it was because there are people in town already on Class 6 road, and there is this push for, a lot of housing and stuff like that.
Okay, so
And, you know, I came from Vermont where every Vermont board has figured out how you can't do something. Okay, that's the starting position on all hearings, okay? You can't do this. And
not in my backyard.
I didn't want to be that person.
So you can build on a Class 6 road. You can have a piece of land. You can come in and get a building permit and build your house on a Class 6 road. That you can do. You can come in and ask the select board for a building
But if
permit.
you own 100 acres on a Class 6 road.
We can say, no, you can't subdivide.
Oh, I see, oh, you can build a house on something you already own.
Okay, so,
Yes.
let me ask you a question. All right, so you're on a Class 6 road, and here's my lot. Okay, and Forehand Road runs this way, because that's the easiest one to do an example of, right? So I own 100 acres. And in a Class 6, it's a road frontage issue, right?
Yep.
So if I carved out 10-acre lots like this, all the way down the road, so it met a road frontage, which is 300 feet, 200 feet?
200 feet.
200 feet, okay? Let's say that's 1,000 feet. I could put those are 5 lots. And then I had a driveway here to get to my 100 acres.
No, because it's on a Class 6 road.
Well, wait a minute, whoa, Ken,
Whoa.
what about
I got a driveway permit.
what about the 350-foot driveway that can go in?
This is the Class 6 road.
Yeah, so I can't have a driveway?
You can have a driveway, but you're not supposed to be able to build unless you have frontage on Class 1 or better. It's up to the towns and the boards what they want to do, but you can say, no, I'm sorry, due to the fact that this is a Class 6 road, and we don't provide the maintenance, and we don't have all the schools, we don't have the fire, we don't have.
We're only letting you build one house.
And that's the other thing you can do, you say you can get one house here, you can put your driveway all the way there, if that's what you want to do, you can put your driveway down here so you can get it and have. a
But you
beautiful
can't
scene.
subdivide it into 5 different lots that have road frontage.
You can if the boards decide that that's what they want to do, knowing that then anybody can do it, and knowing that once you get,
It's already being done.
so say you have 6 people on 4 families, all with 100 acres. They see one guy do it, then they see they're gonna come in and do it, they're gonna come in, all of these people are gonna come in and say, you know what? We want the town to now take over the maintenance on Forehand Road because we're tired of doing it.
Talking about Forehand Road,
using that as an example.
Okay, but the other thing is that you can also, with your 200 feet, okay, if it's, if you're looking between my house and Pat's, it's a 350-foot driveway. So, and that gives you access to 2 more lots back in there. Okay?
No, not if you don't allow, if you say the only people who can share a driveway is 2 houses. Anything more would be a road.
Well, I know that if you go down that driveway, there were two, first of all, he bought both of them, so he's gonna, at some point, put them together. But there were 2 building lots back in there. And you can
So common driveway,
Right.
you have common driveway covenants for 2 lots.
So what do our regs say right now?
The driveway access just says you can't have more than 1 driveway on a lot.
And you can go 350 feet, right?
Doesn't say anything about that.
Isn't there a, in the zoning, right, there's a thing about how many feet can
Yeah, it could be. Those are things that need to be tightened up.
Well, I agree, but you're gonna have, there's always the problem of precedent.
Right.
Precedent is the easiest thing to sue over. You know, and if there was an individual who had already subdivided 4 lots out, and the boards of the past had approved it, you know.
674-41 states that this can be done on a case-by-case basis.
I love that.
Ooh, that's always
It
so.
says right there, case-by-case basis. It is at the discretion of the boards on a case-by-case basis. And we can look at that and say, well, you know, when he first originally came to the planning board, he was going to put them way the hell not up that road. He came back with a preliminary subdivision plan where they were at the corner of Route 10 before Henry Road, which was a much better position for that, rather than way down the line.
All right, so we can take liberties. Okay.
Private right of way, 50 feet wide, maximum 300 feet in length to serve 2 lots. Zoning ordinance, page 12.
Okay, private right of way. 3 lots,
2.
2 lots, so 2 houses, there you go, private right of way, and they're gonna have to, again, the covenants are gonna have to be, they take care of it. We don't do anything.
No,
That's
I'm
their
not, I'm
private
not
right of
disputing
way.
that, but I mean, it is in there that if they came and they said, given Jim's example, if somebody wanted to write a right of way of 350 feet, he could get to the back of that
Okay.
100 acres and put 2 more lots on each one.
So, what's the frontage?
There is no name for frontage.
So he could have a 50-foot right-of-way, 350-foot long to get to 2 lots.
It's gotta be 50 feet wide, so he wouldn't have 200 feet of frontage on the Class 6 road, it'd have to be 250, okay?
Well, that's
Well,
all
50
fine.
feet, it's 200 for him and 50 feet for the thing, okay? But he could get to the back of his whatever his lot is, and then create 2 buildings.
Good.
Some other sit here, so.
Oh.
You're going to start.
Have a seat.
I have a question for you. It has nothing to do with what's going on here right now.
Meaning of life.
If you know it and you want to share it.
Don't ask the surveyor. Look at that.
No,
Dead center.
on that,
Oh, I didn't realize the camera was
no, the camera's right there now.
Cameras like that tonight.
Oh, you're the star of the show.
That thing's still not organized.
No.
Anyways, yes.
The large tax map, I forget what the size is, is it 834 or whatever you want or whatever.
Where are they?
Can you provide one for the town, an updated one for the 2023 that shows everything
Yeah,
of
I think I
the
do.
parcels and the roads and stuff?
I was talking to Paul about that yesterday. He said he couldn't find them. I said, I thought
No, you gave us the updated tax maps, and I'm looking for one singular large one that we can.
Yeah.
Reduce it to the master.
Oh,
And
but
if
you want a
we-
full size?
Yes, we want a full size to look at, but that goes beyond that. If we're looking for, we're gonna be updating the master plan
One
and
by 17, like one by.
no,
size?
big one like that.
Yeah.
But if we update the master plan, because we're working on that. We're gonna need some different kinds of maps.
Mm-hmm.
And if we approach you with some mapping that we need, like slopes and roads and parcels and other things, would you give us a price?
Possibly, would you like it big, it depends on what.
Like, if it had all the ordinances.
They don't do a lot, they don't do a lot of the GIS type stuff. It's like,
I got a probably in closet for it, I've collected over the time.
Something better than we had last week.
yeah.
I don't think we're looking for GIS quality stuff.
Yeah, right, so this is in there, yeah.
Yep.
But even if you had slopes on that, you know, rough
Yeah.
slopes.
Yeah.
And what else have we got?
Yeah, I don't know if you have topo, but I'm sure with everything you've touched and walked over and down the
But aren't we gonna also need a map for, conservation areas? and
Yeah,
those
conservation
kinds of things?
areas.
But you were talking once that you'd have overlays, but
Yeah, overlays.
can we print that cheaply to get that everybody?
Yeah.
Everything's kind of on layer, so you could, conservation layer, then turn that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's something you have.
Think about it. You
Well,
don't
yeah,
have
we
to
take a look at it,
have
like I said, it's different than what it is. You can get a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I look at granite all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So-
I get to get into like downloading, because they have like massive file, you can download it, put it.
Half the town is the park.
Yeah. It's all conservation.
Probably more than north and south.
Yeah. we should get all that.
Your last name's ROB or ROBB?
A,
R-A-D, rad.
That's in
Rad.
Rad.
It's actually pronounced Rod, but given up years ago. It's Ukrainian.
No.
Okay, why don't we start at 7 o'clock? Why don't we start with the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll do the attendance. All of the 5 members of the board are here. Full board is here. There are no minutes to sign because our administrative assistant is off doing something with regards to graduation. So the first order of business will be the election of officers. And given that, my chairmanship is sort of moving up, because we're going into the master plan, it's going to require some review for you full time. And my clients are going to be 6 months. So, given that, I would propose that we have James Morgan, be our new chairman. And does anybody second that?
I will second.
And we have a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Duly noted. Mr. Chairman, you need to.
Ah, thank you. You're welcome. All right, does anybody want to do vice chair? You can't.
Ex officio,
So
I am
it's
the
only one of
honorable.
you two. Are you here year round?
I am, but I'm pretty green.
Yeah.
on the
So
planning board,
there's,
but, I mean, would he be
there's no,
Test.
yeah. Vice chair just means you run the meeting.
okay. Well, I mean, I'm happy to do that if that's what you
If
want.
I'm sick or something, you can
Okay.
step in and run a meeting so that we can move the process along. That's, I mean, we haven't had, this is the first
Full
thing
board
we've had.
meeting, yeah.
Full board meeting, but it's the first plan we've had in 6 months,
Yeah.
7 months, which is nice.
You have alternates?
Huh?
You have alternates at all?
No?
We don't, we need to get some alternates. You volunteer?
You can live here.
Last time I came, there were 3 or 4 people. It was probably February or January.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll nominate Aaron for vice chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations.
I'm excited.
So you're going to be chairman, you need to remember your name.
No, so I was so impressed that my little company that I started was invited to go to Apple and work on a prototype testing module for their iPhone at the time, it was the iPhone 10. And they made these boxes that were probably $6,000 a piece that had RF characteristics to them. We're test boxes to test the output signal and the output signal of the transmission of the phone and the input transmission. So it would test all of that. We made 80 of those boxes for $300 and something thousand, and I went to Apple 3 times, so I saved Apple. So it's kind of. And then they asked us for a quote because nothing Apple. This is the prototype lab for the 10. And then when the 10 went into full production, they needed 800 of these boxes. It's way too much for us. They wanted 800 in 3 months. So they manufactured them in China, and they didn't, they had all the parts are commercial, not non-military type parts. But the point is that the quote was 800 times 4,000, so 32 million, I think.
There's a few zeros in there.
There was a few zeros in there, and we were just like, how can we do this? That's why there's only 3.
1 second before we start on that.
Melissa, you don't need to put that.
Yes. Did you guys all get the paperwork that I sent you? I sent you all of the regulations, ordinances, everything that Vicki Davis.
I got those.
Okay.
I have not read everything.
I sent you, John, I sent you a hard road to travel.
Yes, thank you, that is very helpful.
Okay.
The RSA's you can go online and
And get those.
674.
All right. And then I'm gonna update the website now, so you'll all be official. And then, you have Melissa's email. So we'll go back and forth with Melissa.
So I understood that some of those were like, were the original master plan, I think, were some of the attachments, some are existing like ordinances and whatnot. What was the road hard to travel?
That was a class that I took.
Okay,
I
so,
take that class every single year. I take all of the updates to it. It's just very helpful. in
okay, so it's just some
many
reference
ways.
information.
It's a good refresher.
Okay,
Any class that I take in anything, I pass along to all of the different boards that I'm on, because you never know when maybe it's not appropriate to anything, but you never know when one little piece of it will all of a sudden come and hit you in the head, because it really is right here. It applies to this thing.
It's a very good reference, put out by the New Hampshire Municipal.
Yeah, NHMA, and it's fantastic. I mean, it talks all about private roads, class 6 roads, trails, and we do a lot with roads.
all right.
All right, so everybody got the paperwork that Kim sent out, so that's good. So if you read the email from Upper Valley Planning, they said that we're not members of the Planning Commission. So the membership is $1,250 a year, or $1,600 something a year, it's somewhere around in there.
I think if we use like 62 hours of break season or something.
Correct. And we will use that more and later. So we put, if Aaron recalls, we put $3,000 in the budget for a plan. And was approved, the budget was approved. So I'd like to entertain a motion to join Upper Valley Regional Planning Commission, so that we can get that done and get that so that the next meeting we can get some stuff done.
All in favor?
I'm in favor. Okay, so we're gonna instruct Melissa to sign us up for that and send them a check so that can get done. And then we also should let, it's Vicky, right?
Yes,
We should let Vicky know that that is coming.
I will do that.
Okay.
Just to get back down, there's a section 674 on official map in this map. It's what we need. And then I'll make another point. I made this for myself, which is basically what all the various chapters are, 673. I'll make a copy of it.
Ooh, can you send that out? That'd be great. That's summary.
I need a copy of this whole binder.
Big one.
Your whole binder is awesome.
Oh. My other jobs, I always look at that.
That probably would be a valuable binder for the whole board.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just, like they have 674 right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got it memorized. So.
I know that, but I mean, if I would be happy to copy that if you would let it go for a big audience. I'll do that for the next meeting, and then I'll bind up books for everybody.
Oh, wow.
I'll get that all done.
I'll just give you the bulk of whatever you want.
I think that'd be a valuable tool. Okay, so, and then the only other thing before we go to Clayton is the survey. I really would like to get a survey out in early September. And in order to do that, the first step is to get the membership in with the Upper Valley Planning Department, and then engage with them would be the next thing. And that would require us to go through this and select the different missions that we want them to do so that we can basically carve out a single source RFP, request for proposal, for them to be able to do. So I kind of would like to do that before July, if possible. So-
Vicki is available on Thursdays, she's not
Right.
available on Wednesdays.
But I don't think we need Vicki for a workshop in May and June. I think we need Vicki in July to help us craft the survey. But I also think that we ought to have a discussion about how we want to implement the survey, because the last time the survey was done, it was huge response to it because people went door to door.
Yeah.
And so we have the tax, we have the voter list, we have the addresses from the voter list, and we have the addresses from the tax payments. And so I think that we ought to consider doing a mailing as well as an online thing on the website.
That makes
I
sense.
also like the ideas we were tossing around about maybe having a fireman's breakfast or something like that.
Yep.
Seeing what, if they would be on board with that, they usually are because it helps them raise funds and we can pass out the survey there as well.
Also,
Also,
there
they
was-
fill it out while they're there, or take it home.
Fill it out.
Either or, I guess.
They're captive, they're gonna be eating, they can fill it out while.
I think that would make it the purpose, the whole purpose of the meeting of that breakfast is to fill it out there.
Yes.
And here's the checklist there, so you can check it.
Yep.
I downloaded a bunch of stuff, but I'm sure I read this stuff. There were a couple things. One is if you can keep it to 20 questions, at least that's the best. Cover letter obviously has to be 1 page or less. The other thing that they state is, what information do you want? What information are you trying to garner from this questionnaire?
Well, that's the thing I wanted to mention, because I feel like the first step is for us to select what we're planning on including in the master plan.
I think that's what it's good. You know, the obvious question, where do you see the town as organized, whatever. Which is why I was sort of looking for that one that you had for Hanover, because it had.
That's that.
Oh, that's it, okay. Didn't they have multiple answers you could give?
Yes.
Okay.
And you could give your own answer too.
And
That's I like this survey.
Yeah,
Very
okay.
simple, easy.
So, that would
So that's what, basically at the workshop in May, or
Yeah, that would be-
a workshop in June, we would craft the questions that we want to do. We would approve, we would go through this, delineate the items that the board's going to do, delineate the items that we want Upper Valley Planning to do, go through the questions on the survey. That would be the point of that.
So we would be selecting which sections we wanted in the master plan at that meeting?
Which sections we feel that we can handle.
Yeah, okay, and then we craft the questions.
Okay. We may sit here and go through this and discuss all of these and feel that we can't handle any of them, which would mean about a $24,000 bill from Upper Valley Planning. We have $15,000. It's not going to happen. We're not going to have a master plan for the town meeting in March, so we could go back for the rest of the money if we determine that was the case. So I think there are things in here that we can do, and I also think there's things that we're going to reduce on her list that we're not going to want in the master plan.
Okay. Remember she was talking in a number of these emergency plans. Okay. Now,
Yes.
that's not part of the master
No.
plan. That's another.
One of them is completely on the select board, it
Yeah.
has nothing to do with planning. So I've already got the information for that, as a matter of fact, the emergency people reached out to the select board with a letter, looking for a letter of intent, so that's completely off of
So
us.
that's not a concern of ours?
No.
Okay.
So we're working on getting those delineated, and I hope to have a better idea, and I can bring it to the workshop meeting.
So my question is, what date could we meet in June?
Okay, so the next Wednesday that we would typically meet would be the 19th, which is Juneteenth.
I'm not celebrating that, so.
Yeah, I don't celebrate it, I'm not. It's the new.
Celebrate
holiday.
Christmas and Thanksgiving, that's it, sorry guys. Everybody else is free.
So 19th.
And 4th of July, that's right, and Patriots Day.
So
And
is
Lincoln and
everybody
Washington's
okay
birthday.
with-
After that, forget it.
The 19th is Christie's birthday.
I feel like the 19th is a great idea.
June 19th, what day is that, Wednesday?
It's Wednesday,
June
so if we have another meeting, we have it on the third Wednesday of the month. So are you gonna be able to do it even though it's Christie's birthday?
I'll tell her that she comes second to the planning board.
She'll say, I thought it was, she'll say, wait a minute, I thought it was second to the school. So that means I'm third. I'm third now.
No, she comes before the school.
Okay.
No, sorry. We're gonna celebrate on Sunday anyways, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Somebody ain't sleeping in the big bed that night. Okay.
All right, so you want to do 6 o'clock instead of 7? 6:30?
6:30 is better.
6:30.
6:30.
Fine.
I'm not retired.
I'm not either. Trust me.
I'm not independently wealthy either.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
Not if I keep buying flowers.
No, I'll take your story. I'll take your story.
6:30, Wednesday, June 19th.
Yes.
Workshop meeting, got
The
it.
purpose of going, now, so your homework is to go
Questionnaire.
through this and
So your homework is to make sure that we all have that and the Hanover questionnaire.
they gave,
I got the kind
the
of,
Hanover questionnaire was in the email you sent. This was in the email she sent.
Yeah.
It's all
Sent it
okay.
out
what
to
do you got?
everybody.
That's the, yeah, this one email she sent. You can have that copy later.
restricted land development amended, if you got.
No, I sent.
Oh, that was the Excel spreadsheet.
Correct, the
Yeah,
Excel
Excel
spreadsheet
spreadsheet.
And then the sample survey was,
was in there too.
Was it in
That's
there?
Hanover sample survey.
okay.
Did you
I've got
find
it.
it?
PDF.
It's here somewhere. I saved everything you had in the emails.
Yeah, she sent a massive amount of information and I just pulled it into my folder and started sending it all out.
So, we should be good for the 19th. And come in and talk about that stuff, go through it, go through the questions and think about what questions. Read the other surveys too, guys. There's a couple.
I'll look. I'll download.
This was the residential survey from Amherst, and this was the residential
Yeah, the
master
one
plan
from
survey from.
Amherst is gonna be really above what.
Yeah,
we
well,
want.
that's why I thought Amherst was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
right.
just real quick, because I'll forget it if I don't say it now, because I'm looking at my calendar. The first week of July, actually, I'm going to be out of town. So
Okay.
I'm going out west, and I don't know if I'll be able to make that meeting, but I could try to Zoom in or something.
You can phone it in.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll have it all set up for Zoom or Google Teams, we're not sure.
Yeah, and that, let me see, that day,
Wait a minute, what is the first Wednesday in July? The 3rd?
3rd.
Yeah.
I'll be in Yellowstone Park that day, so I'm probably not
We're
going to.
probably going to push the meeting. We're probably going to push
Good,
that.
because
meeting.
I have jury duty on the 1st of July.
Yeah, we're going to push that.
I have,
In my entire life. Well, excuse me.
Because I think if we can do this workshop and get this part of it done, there's nothing else in our bucket to meet for. I think we push it to mid-July so that Vicky will have time to get us a quote and get everything together.
we'll push it to the 10th, that would be the second Wednesday. Yeah, that would work out better.
Well, I would think we'd flip it to the 3rd because that would be our next normal meeting.
17th.
Yeah, that's one.
Well, we can discuss it on the workshop. and
All right. Yeah, we'll nail that down. Okay.
Discuss
I need to know that.
meeting.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
July.
Plan on the 17th.
17th. I'll put a note, 17th.
7 o'clock.
We're saying this will be the regular meeting, will be on the 17th? 17th, so July, 7th. Regular meeting.
Okay, so I guess the only item that we do have on the agenda tonight is Clayton's presentation of Ashwamp Brook Road. What do they want to do?
Plans for everybody.
This is Mike and Christine are chatting. Right across the fire station. Next to Richard
James's house. Ashland Brook Road is actually a class 5 town road, maintained.
It is a class 5 road.
Yeah,
Been in
so
laid out for a long time.
I wanted to question you on that,
Yeah.
because this is what I have from the Croydon Road book in 2015. It says that Ash Swamp Brook Road is a dirt road and not town maintained. And then in 2023, it tells me that Ash Swamp Brook Road is only town maintained for .005, like 25 feet.
So there's a discrepancy.
So there's a discrepancy, and I would really like to get,
I think he plows, I believe, I've been told he plows it all the way up to the house, and he has plowed it, it's been plowed to the house.
so in
Maintained.
2015, the road book states that it's dirt, not town maintained.
I guess the question is, the town maintains it. I mean, you know, they make the road book may say they don't maintain it, but the town maintains it continually for.
So, yeah, I'd like to get that.
I can check with Joe, I guess, and see.
Yeah, Joe,
Yeah, I can check with
Dan
Joe.
Cooley.
So who determines whether the town takes care of the road or not? Select board.
Well,
Well, I think
yeah,
if the town starts, I think
Town
in general, the
starts-
town does maintain a road, they can't just stop.
after
it.
5 years.
Yeah, they
not-
can't stop all of a sudden.
But I would like to know when they started maintaining it and how, I mean, we have one road book that says it's not maintained and one road book that says it's maintained, but only about 25 feet. So I'd just like to talk to the old road agents and find out when it happened.
Okay, I can talk to Michael about that.
And then update. Yep, and then update.
Take that
Yeah, yeah.
My question about this is, okay, so you're gonna carve out this lot of 1.8 acres, right?
Yeah,
And then the surrounding property will be 57.6 or whatever.
yeah.
What's getting carved out?
So how is it going to get
So
access?
this box,
Yeah,
okay.
back to this property for 57 acres.
It will be right away, the existing driveway's gonna be right away through.
This is
It's already
the
runs
road,
over, yeah.
this little guy here.
Yeah, it's all maintained,
And that's already there.
it's already there. There's actually a shop, I mean, he actually has a shop up there. When they get a septic system plan and build a good building.
So this would be deeded, the fact that there is a right of way to get into the back here.
That'll be deeded, yeah.
So he's gonna have a deeded right of way off of the driveway. So he's only gonna have one more lot, he's only gonna keep it as one lot?
I think he wants to keep this lot. I don't think he plans on selling this. They're having trouble getting financing for their house. Any construction on the existing building, already there, that the banks are telling them.
How many feet is this little piece?
Oh.
115.
So he's,
Plus, actually,
he's divided off.
Into 200 frontage.
West of the Village District, all these hundreds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, where's the road?
And that, and so that,
And he actually has
that allows
frontage.
him to get the financing he needs up here.
Right, that's what's driving all this. He's not planning on selling that, he wants to keep that.
But he's also got this driveway off to the old woods.
Yeah, he's
road,
got a woods road that goes up along the river.
But that's a woods road.
Yeah, it's not.
So again, we have to figure out this Ash Swamp Brook Road, because if it's class 5, that gives him access off of a class 5 road.
Right.
And this would only be a right-of-way off of a driveway, which would not give him anything except the right-of-way off to the house that's up here.
Right, but we still have road frontage on the road and road frontage on both sides of the road here. There's lots of road frontage.
And conceivably, you could carve out another
He
lot.
could if he
there.
ever wanted to, yeah.
If that road is, yeah, we gotta find the classification, we gotta find out that road, the road status.
I mean, the one that leaves the house area and goes back towards the shop.
This road.
This road. Which would.
Ashland.
Oh, the
Ash
actual
Swamp
road.
Road.
If it turns out that the town's been maintaining it, do we just bring it up to match what's actually in practice, or is it, like, how do
It's been 5 years now.
Yeah, 5 years.
They
There is a
might-
layout, there's a road layout for it, I have that. And this is actually based on the original layout.
We should confirm that, but it sounds like we probably are maintaining it, so in that
I
case, if
don't
that's the
know.
assumption, then what?
I mean, I went back to when the state rerouted Route 10, and they put in this box culvert, they redid this culvert here under Route 10, and they made this a construction entrance. And that was when Chester Smith owned this back behind was it Rick Sampson's grandmother, Beatrice Smith?
I don't know if they remember, it was B. Smith.
Yeah, B. Smith.
Yeah.
So, and at that point in time, this property line went to the center of the brook. It could have all been starting there, that was a woods road that went back out into here, and they used this as a construction entrance to go in and back and forth to make this culvert.
I do have the layout, and there's a town layout for this road that ends right where I showed it. You know, and it's different widths, it talks about the stone wall up here.
I think you just go to Joe Bolio and go to the old road agent and say, okay guys, how long have you been maintaining this? How far
Yeah.
up do you go?
Yeah.
And if they say, we've been maintaining it for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, let's go to the select board, and you're gonna have to, you
Yeah.
guys will have to make the
Select board will have to
classification
say yes.
as a matter of
Yeah.
process.
That's if they have been maintaining.
Just to put it on the list the right way, with the
Yes.
right amount of.
Because if
of
we're
length.
maintaining it, then we need to put it down and get the money from the state.
Well,
That wouldn't be too much, yeah.
No, it won't, but it's
500
more
feet,
than
yeah.
25 feet.
That's right, yeah. It is.
We all have a big budget.
Yeah.
$5 grand house.
So as of right now, I mean, according to what we have in the road book, we're only maintaining right here. Just the beginning.
Okay, so does anyone have any other concerns or questions, assuming that it comes back as a maintained town class 5?
Did you bring a deed for you? Is there any, or anything in the deed that we want to take?
Deeds. Not really easy to understand, but keep it covered.
Is it written in the middle of it?
No, it excludes all the land on Liverpool Road. So the only application, I don't want the application there, we just wait till the meeting. Except page 3, I believe, on page 3. I had it for years and years. There's kind of a deed and that stuff.
I'll give it to our master deed reader here. She knows what's in there, what she's looking for. So what, if this comes to fruition, right? The plan would be in the future, if he wants to build another house out here, this would be his access.
Yeah, he would drive right through. He drives me, doesn't it? That was all included, just food shade. The power lines all been put up already.
If you aware that we could put that on the line, if you want.
Probably, yeah.
If you're trying to get some money.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. This has been on and off again for 2 years. It's like, oh, we don't need to do it, we need to do it, we don't need to do it, and we need to do it. All right.
What's the zoning? Where does the village?
It's in the village.
Yeah, but where does the village stop and where does
I
the?
think, is it on? I can put that on my overview.
Yeah, I don't see it on there.
I don't think it made it on this detail, but yeah, I have that. It's back off.
And is this entire property in the village?
No, just,
No.
it's on.
I mean, somewhere up here.
Yeah, somewhere up in there, yeah.
Where's the old pest house road?
I think that's what it is. I don't know whether.
Oh, you want to take that? Okay.
That's what I thought as I was looking into
Yeah, it doesn't matter what they call it, but it has to be, because that's what they call it.
Because it goes down to this corner here, as I was looking at things, so it goes up Love
And they don't
Rock.
need the 200.
Yeah. But then it excludes all the stuff around the shop, so we got a village here, like Lane, Fontaine, and all. That's Campbell's now, all those stuff.
I've got a squid for there, I use, planning board, with the village.
And I guess, let's say theoretically, we find out that it's not a class 5 road.
I don't know if the fees are correct.
Upgrade that road as a private road or something, but they,
Subdivision regs don't allow a private road, he'd have to do a driveway, he could have, what did you just say that he could do?
350 feet.
350 feet,
50 feet wide.
50 feet wide, two lots.
let's go for the class 5 road then, so. He doesn't have 50 feet there between Sampson's house and Brockton.
Well, he could get his own variation for
It's
that,
got
he's been using
150.
it for a long time.
15.
Good enough. 50 feet, and that's 150, 300.
That'd be 50 feet wide though.
Well, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
gotta be 50 feet wide.
And the layout,
Okay.
But because of the fact that it's been there,
Yeah, it goes off Route 10.
Or is it down the bridge on the Sugar River?
No, I think it goes off Route 10 a certain distance.
This way on Route 10 or Sugar River?
Oh,
Where the village eliminated.
It's right after the fire station.
it's actually, it's off Route 10 and then it's off Route.
Clayton, I do have a question.
Yeah.
So, on
Someone took a
this,
map to tell you where the village is.
is he going to,
Restrictions here, they apply.
there's a barn and apartment there.
Yeah.
Is the subdivision, the approval for the septic system is for 3 bedrooms? Is he gonna just build a 2-bedroom house?
It's there, no, the barn in that part, that's where the barn and apartment is. It might be 2 apartments. Yeah, that approval is for.
Okay, so he's subdividing this off, and this is for
This
this?
is for that, yeah.
Okay, so 3 bedrooms, he's not building any house, he's just subdividing this off so he can sell
Yes.
No, the apartment's in the barn, he has, he might have 2
And I
apartments.
think.
it. So what's the subdivision, the septic for?
Septic's for the barn,
Driveway.
it's all brand new, it was built in 2020, it's right, it's on the plan right there.
Okay, 2020. Yep, it's all approved.
Yeah, it's like a brand new Litchfield.
Okay.
The house used to be here.
The frontage here, the house is.
So he's removed the
That's
house.
gone, yeah.
This barn and apartments,
He's got a whole
there's 3
here, now
bedrooms.
he's going back to
There
this.
could possibly be 3
Yeah.
bedrooms there.
So
So
it got
there's
a
a barn
question.
and 3
What
apartments.
overlaps?
Or 3 bedrooms.
Which might be 2 apartments in there, storage and apartment.
That's it.
So, 3 bedrooms, whatever's in there, 2 apartments. Okay.
But he's really restricting himself, he's limited to. How many feet?
Yeah, I don't think, you know. it's
At
gonna-
least one back 35 feet, so maybe it's still right. 350. Here, a lot here, only on 1 acre. So
I
you
don't
don't
think,
think.
I don't think he's 8 plans for that.
No, but I mean, conceivably, you could, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, conceivably, you could run a driveway 300 feet,
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
Lot,
yeah.
yeah. This is all the door.
Yeah. Be a little tight.
Yeah. So it's, but that's for,
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the deed says to Ashland Brook. And that was bothering me. I want to know for the classification.
Okay.
you wanna take this down, take a look?
May I see that?
I see this problem.
May I see that? Thank you.
Sorry, John.
Wait, do the regular. Was this all over the top tower?
A lot of fun lots, I think.
And then maybe it's gonna go off.
Still living there? I haven't seen him in a long time.
I think so, I've been to every
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a
one.
long time.
Oh, he's gone. So how is Sunapee doing with having all this Croydon get from the school?
They need more kids, I think.
They do.
Yeah, they haven't quite, I don't know if they signed, trying to sign on, but I don't know if it's
I've been talking to them about that.
Did that fourth grade?
I don't know, are half the kids in Sunapee? Roughly.
What's that?
Are half the kids in
Have to
Sunapee?
get above 4th grade.
About 30%.
About 30%.
Yeah, but it's
Some
going
go
up.
11, right? Some go 11, some go 12.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, this year I think we had more than any other year, for sure.
You want to decide?
I think half of the kids graduating this year were all at Sunapee.
Good school system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want our kids because their enrollments have been going down, but it's just that their board is concerned with the taxpayers' impression that that means that Croydon's paying less than they're paying,
Yeah.
which in reality is not true because we're subsidizing their rate. But people can't wrap their heads around that very easily.
Okay.
And Sunapee has a lot of people who have second homes there, so they don't even go to school there.
The schools, some people make a lot of money. Don't worry, the tax making $2,000.
But I mean, I don't know how much, the combination set and all, and all that, not really.
Well, some of those guys paid $70,000.
Yeah, that's basically
North Wind Security.
Oh,
They own the house, like 400 acres,
on
I mean,
the
they make lots of them, actually go lots.
Okay.
Those properties are tiny.
Well, what are they?
Oh, yeah,
Okay, they don't operate some security thing there?
no, it's more of a real estate company.
Oh, I see, okay, security.
Security is like in the holding security.
Yes, yeah.
Well, they're not a security company.
No.
Oh, I did, that's a security company.
No.
It's just, everything's fancy name.
Do we want to keep this as part of the package?
I can bring it next month.
Bring it next month.
Okay. So, you didn't find any irregular?
No, I did not.
Okay, so
We now have a lawyer, but,
how's the board feel? Any other questions, concerns?
The road status.
Road status, that's everything.
and we don't have Willis here, but that's fine.
I think we should.
I'll work it, probably just as well.
I agree. That's why I was on the tape.
And it's 100 feet of frontage in the zone?
One of these.
But it's gonna be the.
No, it's not complete until we can get
It's not
the
the
road status.
road status.
And where road status and sign some miles. Okay.
Well, if you do that, we're gonna take this forward, if it's definitely got the road status, we'll have to go to the ZBA. And if it comes down to that, we're happy to go to the ZBA with you, or go to the select board with you.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no problem.
I know people on both boards.
I know people.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll see you now. Good luck with the master plan.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay.
we'll be talking about that.
All right. So June 19th, workshop.
No,
19th,
19th is the workshop, yes.
survey questions. We'll start thinking about that.
Yep.
Well, I think we start thinking about where do we want to go?
Where do we want to start?
And my sense is the answer is going to be exactly what it was 45 years ago. If you look at the
You mean
basic,
where's the town now?
where's the town?
Oh, I wouldn't assume that at all.
Really?
No, not with some of the things that are being pushed around. That's why I think it's a really good idea to do this, because we might be surprised that
So what direction do I take in terms of questions?
I don't know if I would
This
alter
is
the
a
questions,
big book.
because I think what you're gonna find is that people who really want to see some change are gonna make comments in the other box, and they're gonna write it out. You're not gonna be able to hit 800, you're not gonna be able to get in 800 people's noodles. You have to generalize questions with the ability to have a, other.
Oh, and the last question, right, others also.
Yeah.
A line for comment or not.
And I think what you do with that is you see if the other comments are aligning with other people.
Right.
Similar comments from other people. I'm sure you're doing the same thing.
Yeah, if we get a whole bunch of others that are all
Yeah.
10 of the same other questions, then it becomes its own answer.
But I also think we have a really good mix of people here with the five of us, because you have you have legacy here, you have legacy here. He's new, he's relatively new, I'm new too. So you're gonna get a new and old balance of questions that we may sit here and decide. And I would encourage us to put together our own 25 questions. This is 25. And let's see how many of the Hanover ones we think are good as they are. And then we can just go down that list and just cross those out. Right? I'm gonna start with going down this list. So if a question, for example, this is the Hanover survey. What type of future economic development do you feel is most needed in Croydon? If everybody says, I want an answer to that question, then we just move that question to the survey. That way we can go through this and see how many of the 25 that are here are gonna match up with what our thoughts are. And then we can work on the remaining.
I think that one should actually be, do you want future economic growth in Croydon? And if so, what kind? Because I really think that having some sort of commercial development that doesn't involve apartments would help the tax base.
It would.
So I think we need to
Amazon
make
Service Center would be great.
Yeah,
Where in town is?
Route 10,
Anyway,
Route 10.
Route 10.
we don't have a lot of available land.
You have a lot of, you know.
Yeah, there's, if you get it properly, a lot of land on Route 10, even though it goes into a ledge, opens up, so you just have to be
Creative.
creative in
Wait,
getting
wait.
into it.
No, one half of Route 10 to get down there is the river.
Well, you can't go on the river.
Right, can't
It's
go on the
other
river.
side.
You go to the other side of the road, and that hill gets real steep real fast. And so, I don't, you know, you're not gonna be putting a Walmart superstore there.
I don't want a Walmart
There's
superstore.
No, I don't think that's.
No, I'm not, but I'm just saying.
But you know
in
what
terms
would
of-
be, you know what would be kind of cool, would be some type of industrial condos. So that you could get incubators and starter businesses in a development that basically has the metal, be an all metal building with bays and loading docks in the back and bays in the front, and you'd be like 1,500 to 2,000 square feet per unit. That'd be a nice $1.5 million, $2 million commercial building, and it would be a good incubator type thing for any type of manufacturing somebody wants to do. Baking, if they're baking in their house and they want to move out, these incubators are all over the state and they're thriving. Would be
We've
thriving.
already got Quigley Construction, and we've already got several, right in that area, we've got several small commercial
The concrete guy.
area, the concrete guy.
I mean, as an example, Larry, if that was available a year ago, if there was an industrial condominium complex that was available and there was a unit available, I would have bought that instead of built barn.
But right now.
Because that would have been perfect for a landscape.
Okay, from Barton Road South, okay, you have East Simone owns a big chunk of that. Okay. And then you get Gary, it's the next piece, and then you go. But you're talking about, you know, like niche manufacturing.
Yeah, well, anything that's sort of open-ended.
Okay. A number of years ago, the niche manufacturing town was machine guns. Okay? And they were up on Brighton Road somewhere. And they test fired towards the woods across the road. And there was a complaint that they might be hitting cars on the 10th select board in the infinite wisdom. When they said, we're gonna need some more tires on top of that barrier and stuff.
And the tires go on fire. Did the tires catch on fire?
No, the tires were to catch the bullets so that they didn't fall down. Obviously, this is not the business.
No, we're just,
Made it a lot
it would
more.
be something, and your meat, so let's say instead of cows you had goats, and you decided you wanted to make goat's milk soap, or somebody had bees and they wanted to go and have you use their honey
It
to
could
make.
be an automotive guy, a guy who's working on his house that wants to have a shop. It could be a baker, it could be a cook, it could be a brewery company that wants to build
Where Chris is. Now, where Chris is that also in the zone for
Gross? No,
business?
but it could be, I mean, again, he could apply for exactly what he did and have his own, but this could be a bigger brewery than his nana.
Okay.
But unless, do we have three-phase going down Route 10?
I would assume that those.
That's what
guys have
they're
it,
putting in.
We have
Because
what?
Three-phase.
Three-phase,
So
yeah.
right now, we're single-phase.
No, because they're all the.
Now the new poles.
Are all the
Yep,
top.
they all have, and they all have three-phase.
Yes.
So until the three-phase is actually in, it's not in, they just put the poles in. So until that three-phase is in, you're gonna have a big problem doing something like an industrial development. Because
Okay.
they all need power, and they all need 240 three-phase. Any piece of manufacturing equipment, lifts, anything that requires power, you gotta have three-phase. So,
Excuse me,
One
let's
thing
go
I think
back.
I might be missing,
What is the three-phase?
and I thought this might be what it was when I saw an
three-phase
Excel
power is
spreadsheet.
like 110
I think he
volts.
showed us
Yeah,
something
common
that all the
both
sections
sides, but the amperage
potential
about
master
60
plan,
amps through the line.
costs associated with each.
I didn't
Run a
get
big
the cost
industrial
one.
piece of
I
equipment,
sent
or a mixer,
out,
or anything that requires high-end
Jim,
stuff.
can you show us the breakdowns? Not the
Excel
hand-
spreadsheet?
Yes, the Excel spreadsheet.
Larry has it.
Larry has
Which
it.
one?
But it doesn't have the cost.
No.
Well, I guess I'm less interested in the cost, if we're gonna make draft questions before this, I wanted to go through that and try to identify which, like, sections we would even be writing questions for. I don't know the, oh, okay, so this wasn't an Excel, this was a PDF thing.
No, that's an Excel. That was the Excel file.
Oh, but this is, no, this isn't what I'm thinking of. She showed us something else, didn't she, the meeting where it had like numbers on it? And
Yes.
it was like all the different, like, possible things we could put into the plan, how much it might cost us if they were involved.
Yeah, and she
whether
said
it was
she sent
required or
that.
not.
That was the spreadsheet we were talking about.
Yeah, that was the spreadsheet.
And if you look at the far right column, it says cost.
No, there's something else.
Estimated cost notes.
It had blue in it, it was,
Yeah, hers had blue in
Yeah.
it. So I'll send her a note and
Okay.
ask her if she's got the one that she had at the meeting that was blue.
because she rattled off a whole bunch of stuff like, vision section, land use, and then there was natural hazards, and there was like, and it was all, she was going down that document, and I wanted to,
Either one of you guys want a hard copy of the Hanover survey?
Yeah, actually, that'd be good. I like hard copies.
I do.
was that included in the
I'm reading it
Hanover
this
one?
last,
Should have been.
last section.
Because I don't have it in my folder, I could have missed it in this book.
I think that was one of the ones I sent
I
out
know.
first.
Questionnaire.
Hanover first. If not, I will look and I will send it to you.
Are we gonna have a director of, DIE here?
No.
Okay.
You'd be surprised, this is,
Isn't that
No,
fascinating,
the
John?
private school I went to, they run kind of I was a dean history baser, and it's left.
So this stuff fascinates me.
If you want to borrow it. and
No,
tell
no,
me-
no.
funny when you say that, because my kids
I'd order
are
this.
responsible for
Derryfield?
private school in Manchester. And we were donors to the school, and they
So,
said diversity.
and look at the first
Same
email
thing.
that I sent from Vicky.
Every,
I think in the very beginning I sent
Yes.
it.
that's a parent's job.
If not, I have it in my notes
If
to
you're raising a
say.
racist, if you're raising a person that doesn't respect all people, that's your problem. Yes. I just want to make sure everybody is all set now, there's no other questions.
I've
We
got
know what the
that.
marching orders are for June 19th. You've got that. And then please reach out to either myself or Kim if you don't have a file or missing something or you're confused about what the question should be. I would also encourage everybody to read the master plan from 1989 if you haven't already read it. 1980 if you haven't already read it. Because that's basically what we're going to create, only a updated version of, with a little more polish to it. Okay? All right, I want to entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion we adjourn.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.